Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Real Talk for Real Teens, hosted by Kim Creighton, or as she's known by the people who know her best, Mama C. The show where we uniquely combine the information teens need with the entertainment teens want.
Welcome guys to another episode of Real Talk for Real Teens. I am your host, as always, Kim Creighton. This evening, I'm so excited to have my musical guest on. Her people, I will just call them people, contacted me a long time ago to talk to Miss Abi Ann, and we finally got it scheduled. And so I'm so excited to hear from Miss Abi Ann and for her to tell you about herself and the things that she's doing. So, hello, Abi Ann. How are you?
Hey, I'm great. Happy to be here. How are you?
I'm good. Could you speak into your phone a little bit more for me, please?
Yes. Can you hear me better now?
You sound kind of far away, but we'll work with it. You can work with it. Just tell us, our audience, who you are.
Well, my name is Abi Ann. I am a pop country singer. I'm 15. I love to sing. I am a sophomore. And, yeah, I live in L.A., and I'm just taking it day by day.
All right, cool, and that sounds so much better since you got close to whatever you did. That sounds better. So you're a 15-year-old. What did you call yourself?
Yes.
What style of music?
I'm pop country. I'm originally from Texas.
What the heck is pop country?
Pop country, well, I kind of see it as, I love country. I grew up with it because, of course, I'm Texan. And it's kind of a mixture of the beat that pop has, sort of like the whole entire, want to get up and dance kind of factor to it. I see country kind of like poetic in a way, and I love to incorporate the lyrics sort of country gives.
Okay,
I have very, country roots, yeah.
So something that you can move to but has that message in it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so it's not just...
I'm keeping it natural to me, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not just the beat or just, that one verse they play over and over again in a good pop song that you can't get out your head.
Right.
There's actually maybe a story behind it. Okay, I got you.
Exactly.
All right, and so I'm looking forward to hearing some of that tonight.
Awesome.
So where are you from in Texas?
I'm from West Texas in a small town called Midland.
Midland, Texas.
Yes, that's my home.
And how did you end up in L.A.?
I ended up in L.A., well, I've lived here for the past 2.5, 3 years. And I came here originally for acting. I still act on the side, but as I've grown sort of and developed, I've really recognized my passion for music. And I used to do musical theater when I was younger, and I've always sung, and I've always done it. But I've sort of had to keep a balance between acting and singing. But, now I'm leaning towards singing, and, who knows, in a couple of years I'll lean towards more acting. But singing is just, something I'm really passionate about, acting as well. But singing is my main focus right now. So I came originally out here. Wow, I got off topic.
Oh, no. You didn't get off topic. I told you this conversations meander. They go all over the place, so just talk. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Great. I talk a lot, so be careful.
Oh, good. Well, hey, welcome to my world.
Great. Yeah, so I came to L.A. For acting originally, and now I'm here for both, and I work with a lot of amazing people out here, and it's just been an amazing experience. I love living out here.
Oh, no, I love L.A. Now that's the show. I'm in Atlanta, but I love freaking L.A. I love L.A. Oh, it is.
I do too.
First of all, I'm that kind of person who you can do whatever you want to do as long as it doesn't impede on what I'm doing. Go for it. I love that about L.A. You see everything, and everybody's just walking past no big deal. If that happened here in Atlanta, I'm sure in Midland, Texas, everybody would just like stop and mouth would fall open, like, oh my God, I can't believe I see that.
Yeah.
And I just love the vibe out there. Everybody's just trying to make it happen. And I love how you said act on the side. I did the acting on the side.
Oh yeah. Yes. I love LA. I love Texas. You know, just it's very different. But I have a huge passion for big cities. I'm in love with New York, and New York's where I want to live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nashville. I love Nashville.
Yeah,
oh really? I love Chicago.
Yeah, exactly. See, I'm with you. See, I like being on the outskirts of a big city. I don't necessarily live in the big city. I mean, I can, but if I can just be as far as I want to go is from just like on the outskirts of it. If I have to drive too far to get to the city or to get to good food, I'm gonna have a problem.
So I get that completely.
So tell us, how did you get into the music thing? Is somebody in your family? Do you play any instruments?
I do. I play piano and guitar. I'm learning piano. I used to play it whenever I was younger, and I just started picking it up again. It's really coming back to me. I'm really happy about that.
Oh, good.
And I play guitar pretty well. I'm getting there. I've been learning guitar for about 8 months. So, yeah, I've been doing it for a while now. I love it. And I got into music really, I've done musical theater ever since I was 6. I did Les Miserables for 8 months. I've done a lot of musical theater. And music is just I've always been sort of a performer. When I was younger, I was the little obnoxious kid that never shut up and was always trying to get the attention of the whole entire class.
Yeah.
And I've always loved, I've always loved to entertain. And I really found a deep, sort of like passion for music and entertaining, and it just kind of went together. But my parents definitely, like, my mom especially, she loves music, and she would always play Beatles for babies. So that's how she likes to say I began to love music. But music's how I live, and I love it, and it's how I express myself.
Oh, good. Okay. So you come out to L.A., the big city, and you've been to Chicago, New York, and you said you've been in Nashville, and you're 15. You've traveled a lot. So,
I've been to over 50 countries.
Wow.
Yeah, I love traveling.
And how does that work with
It's one of my major passions.
Are you homeschooling, or are you attending the school?
No, I go to I'm in high school. I'm a sophomore. And
so I go
to a college prep.
Work? How does that work?
That
works. And you're doing college prep?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, 1 second. Whew. Okay. Anyway, whenever I was younger, I used to travel a lot. I don't get to have that opportunity as much yet. In the summers, I always find my time. Like, I'm going to Paris in 2 weeks, and I have always, found time for it because it's one of my passions. And of course, I hope to tour soon, and I hope to travel a lot there. But I have traveled mainly in the summers and mainly for, spring break and winter break and when I was younger especially. But balancing that between school, my school work comes first. So, of course, I'm not, traveling all over the place then doing schoolwork. So it's been a little bit more limited, especially in high school. But I still get a lot of opportunities to travel that I'm so thankful for.
And so, you're also doing. So you're freshman. You're learning the guitar. You're learning the piano. You're traveling, and you're taking college prep.
Yes. Well, college prep is my school, and next year I'll be a junior, and that's insane. Oh my God.
But that still means you're taking accelerated classes, though, right?
Yes, college prep is whenever. It's just a more rigorous course altogether.
Exactly. That's what I mean. It's not the average high school. It's those classes that are accelerated, and are you gaining college credit as well?
Right now, next year I'm taking AP US because that's what's available to 11th grade. So I'll be taking AP US and a couple of other. I'll be taking honors algebra 2 and a couple of honors. This year I only took honors geometry, but next year I'm going to be taking a lot more. So yeah, I love to challenge myself, especially in academics, and Campbell Hall, my school, has like really allowed me to do that. And so yeah.
Wow. Okay. You're just like all over the place, but still very focused, which I like to see. And because I hear so many working with young people, I hear, oh, I don't have time for this. Oh, that's too hard. Oh, da da da. And that's why I'm kind of keep stuck on this subject keep letting you realize how much you are doing if you're not aware. That your peers are constantly saying that they can't do, oh, I don't have the time for, oh, my God, it's so hard. I'm like, shut up already. You know, there are people out there just making it happen. If that's what you want to do, you got to make it happen. Because we haven't even talked about the fact that with all of that you're doing, you still have auditions and everything else that have to go into it.
Mhm. It's
true.
So I do a lot.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about that. And so, wow. Well, we're going to take our first break, and I want you to introduce your song, Stronger.
Great.
All right?
Well, Stronger, yeah.
Hold on. Just
Stronger
let me
is
do
a song. Oh, okay.
Let me do the show break, and then you can go after that.
Great.
All righty.
Okay. Stronger is a song of mine that I wrote about 2 years ago, and it was about my experience with bullying, and it was something that I hold really close to my heart because it's one of the first songs that I wrote really about a personal experience, and it's Stronger, and that's one of my old singles.
Suddenly I feel like I'm not good enough.
Welcome back to Real Talk for Real Teens, hosted by Kim Creighton. To talk live on the air, call 347-539-5226.
Welcome back, guys. Again, I have Abi Ann, and I'm going to get to talking about this bullying thing. So you have personal experience of being bullied?
Yes, I mean mine's pretty minor, but it really affected me in a heavy way. So I decided, to put it in a song.
Well, tell me about that. I don't want to gloss over that. Let's talk, if you don't mind, about what your experience was, because you said it was pretty minor, and to me, the fact that you felt a need to write a song means that it's not minor. Just because you might not have been beat up or felt like cutting yourself, it still was painful for you. So a lot of young people can appreciate this experience you have, because everything is not so extreme. So tell us about what happened.
Right.
You don't have to name any names.
Okay.
Just tell us about what happened.
Oh, yeah, no, of course. Basically what happened was whenever I moved out to LA, I was pretty young. And whenever I'd go back to Texas, a couple of my old friends were, sort of like they would be very nice to me. Like they would stab me in the back though. So I would have a lot of people talking about me, and a couple of my best friends started to exclude me, and that really hurt. And it was sort of one of those things where words really hurt me, and in the end, of course, no pun intended, it made me stronger, but it was something that, really bothered me, because those have been my friends ever since childhood.
Exactly.
And so, I use my sort of experience with bullying and catty girls really as sort of a way to relate to other people who have gone through, intensified or just the same amount of things, because I know how it feels, and it's not a good feeling, and it hurts no matter if it's big or small. And so it's one of those things where I really support a lot of anti-bullying organizations because of it, because I feel like I can go talk to kids who have been bullied, because I can relate.
Exactly, and that's why I was so excited to have you on the show, because a lot of people think it's, and I don't want to say it's in vogue, but it is in vogue for everybody to be talking about bullying. Bullying has been going on forever. Young people have felt miserable, have lived very miserable existences because of somebody else's inadequacies or whatever their issues were, and they felt that they need and had the right to make somebody else feel miserable for a very long time now. I think the issue is now that back when I was, in school, or when my parents were in school, there was no internet. So when you got bullied, it stayed basically in the school. The whole world didn't know about it. And so you didn't have this overwhelming sense of, just being abandoned and just lost and everything else. But it's still, it's insidious. It's like a fly or a gnat. It's that thing that just really bothers you, that really just can get under your skin. And if you're not very careful, a fly can lay eggs and just wreak havoc in your life. But they seem like, just a pest, it's just bothering me, so you go swat it away. But bullying is really, I just don't. Well, first of all, I understand how young ladies specifically are socialized. We're socialized when we're younger to, we get in these little cliques, and, there's the dominant chick, the dominant girl who's the head of the little clique, and everybody else falls behind, and God forbid somebody new comes to the school, or somebody cuter or smarter or whatever, and then it becomes everybody's role, everybody's job to make that person feel as insecure as possible. And a lot of times, they're not even conscious of why they're doing it. It's just they do it.
Right. No, it's so true. I mean, bullying, there's a lot of different forms of it. And one of the most common is definitely, being unconscious of it and doing it. And even if you don't mean it, like just words, like simple words affect people in such different ways. And, you can't take life too seriously, but of course there's to a certain extent where it begins to really hurt, and people don't realize that. So that's really like one of my main goals, is to make sure that people are aware of what they're doing, and to prevent it.
Yeah, because you're here. I mean, I hear a lot. Oh, I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry, but you can't take that back. This person,
Right.
you've done whatever, and it's affected them in a way. Maybe they didn't have anybody to talk to. Maybe they were already depressed or whatever it is. And you've decided to take whatever was going on with you and put that on somebody else, and then when there are negative consequences to it, it was, I didn't mean to. That was not what I meant. Well, okay, but things have consequences. Everything has consequences, good, bad, or indifferent. And so if we are mindful of, because there are a lot of things that we do we don't even think about, but if we're mindful of how we treat other people, that just goes a long way with just being mindful. Just sometimes you just need to sit down and be quiet and just tell.
Right.
And it's hard also for the kids in the clique who don't want to have anything to do with what's going on, but they're too afraid to say stop it because they don't want to become now the target.
Exactly. No, it's really like a sort of constant cycle that really needs to be it just needs to be put a stop to it.
Yeah, and it's and as I said, it just goes on and on and on.
Mhm.
So tell us about because I know one of your songs, I was told you wrote. Is that the song you wrote about that's on an album or something for?
Yes, that one's for bullying. The song is the one that we just listened to is about bullying and sort of my experience with it.
But is it you went on tour or something about this? Tell me about what you speak about when it comes to bullying. Tell us about that.
Well, I went on the No Bully tour, which was 2 summers ago, and it was sort of, bringing awareness to bullying and how to prevent it. And basically, like, the message that we put out was sort of bringing awareness to it rather than, like, don't bully, it's bad. Like, people, because, one of the major things that I stand by is that people really aren't conscious of doing it. Unless it's very, severe, then a lot of people just do it unintentionally. So, I sort of use my song Stronger as a way to make sure that people really do know that that it does affect people. And I'm also an ambassador with Champions Against Bullying, and we do a lot of work, again, sort of talking to schools and just kind of, making sure that people know it's out there and that they know that it really does affect people.
Yeah, and again, it goes back to a lot of times young people don't even think it's bullying. It's just, I was just playing. He I don't mean that. That's just me playing around. I'm just joking.
Mhm.
And the other, and to the other person, it's harmful. It's detrimental to how they see their world, and
definitely.
Yeah. Wow. That's great. So tell me, how did you get hooked up with? So you wrote this song, and
yes.
So how did you get on the tour, and how
I
did
actually got on the tour by a couple of good friends of mine, the Bovelli sisters, Soleil and Diamante, and they were going on the tour, and Diamante and her mom actually invited me. They talked to the tour guide and the guy who was putting it all together. And he listened to a couple of my songs, and he realized, he saw, the platform I have against bullying, and he recognized that was really cool and that it would be awesome to have it on the tour. And, of course, since the tour was about stopping bullying, it really, went together. And it was an amazing experience. It was so much fun. I loved it.
Oh, great. Great. So, Miss Abi Ann, tell me about you're 15 years old, and do you have a boyfriend?
I don't. No, I don't have a boyfriend. Right now, I always say this, as boring as it sounds, is music is my boyfriend. I have a lot to balance right now, and so I have a lot of really good guy friends that I actually write music with and, hang out with all the time, but nothing serious right now.
Well, that's good. That's good. I like how you said music is your boyfriend, because again, it goes with we're talking about having all those balls in the air and everything you have going on. You have to focus on certain things, or you have to make certain things a priority. And
exactly.
good, bad, or indifferent. You've decided to make your music and all these other things a priority for you, and the more intimate relationships with guys, you've decided, hey, I can put that off, or I'm not focused on that right now. And again, it's not good or bad. It's not good or bad. It's just that you've made that choice. And again, like I tell people, young people, people, period, you always have choices. And it's the consequences of those choices that you have to deal with.
Exactly.
So tell us about give me a typical day in Abi Ann's life.
Okay, let's see. Well, a typical day, I'll give you two, because one is on the weekend and one's during the week.
Okay.
So during the week, I go to school, so usually I wake up at 6:30, and I go work out for an hour with my trainer, and I do that till 7:30, and then I get ready for the day.
Hold on, wait, every day? Oh, my God.
Yes. I love working out. Yeah, and then...
Oh, my God, that's something else you omitted to tell me. So now we add working out to the schedule. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, and so my classes start at 8:50, and I'm on a block schedule, so it goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And so every day it's like different classes in different orders. We have 75-minute long classes, so there's 4 each day.
Okay.
And so I go to school, and then usually, depending on the day, I go to tutoring. Usually at 4 o'clock I have a session, and then I have either 2 hours. On Wednesdays I have 3 hours because that's my tough day to get through. And then I usually have 2 hours mainly each night except Thursday and Friday night. And then on the weekends, on Saturdays especially, I usually go into the studio and usually just start writing with my producer and my musical director, and we sort of just like play around with a couple of songs that we've been working on. And then, at night I just like go off and do stuff with my friends. But, during the day it's like mainly about work for me on Sunday and Saturday. And of course there's occasional times where, this is just, school's been insane. I'm almost done. I have 2 more weeks and finals are coming up. So it's been a lot more intense than usual. But so in the week it's just all focused on school mainly. And then during the weekend it's all about music.
Okay. Well, we're going to take our next break, and after the show break music, I want you to introduce Daydreaming.
Great. All right, so this song is my single, Daydreaming. It's my newest single. It's the music video is about to drop. It'll be dropped within the next 30 days. You can stay tuned on that on my Twitter, which is ABIANN Music. And it's Daydreaming, and it's just about, a crush that I had on a guy, and I could not stop thinking about him. And so it's definitely something you can dance to.
You show up at my door, same as before, but it's been forever now. Yeah, you told me a lie, I told you goodbye. You knew that you would come around. Started talking about things, our hopes and our dreams, places that we wanna go. Oh, you're catching my eye, a flash of your smile. There's something I want you to know. Can't breathe when I get close to you. Our love is like my favorite.
Follow us on Facebook at Real Talk for Real Teens and on Twitter at RTFRT Radio. Welcome back to Real Talk for Real Teens, hosted by Kim Creighton. To talk live on the air, call 347-539-5226.
Welcome back, guys. I wanted to talk to you, Abi Ann, about that daydreaming. So I'm really enjoying this conversation because you remind me so much of myself as a young person. When you said that just talk, always tried to be a center of attention, always entertaining. And then when it's like listening to your songs, this reminds me of, oh my God, I remember really liking this guy, and he was with my friend, and so all I could be is really good friends with him, and it was like torture, and you
I totally get that.
You play it off like we're just friends.
yeah.
Yes, and you're like, oh my God, I wish it was me. Yes.
Exactly.
So, tell me about some of your fans. What's a concert like with you?
Well, it really sort of depends on the venue. My most recent performance that I just had was at a place called the Avalon, and it was a huge crowd. It was amazing. The crowd was just amazing. One of my major goals is, sort of to get the crowd going and get everybody to enjoy the music and get them involved, especially in my performance. So, I have whenever I'm performing, I try to, include the fans and really get them going. And I love performing and I love entertaining, and so just it's just puts a smile on my face every single time I see all of them, and it's great. Usually the fans are really receptive, and that's my main goal. And I've never had a bad performance, knock on wood. And
well, that's good.
Yeah.
And if you're if that's your passion, that's something you really enjoy doing. Even the bad or what people consider bad, you can make it into a good experience. You can figure out a way to come back from it. You can figure out you think quick on your feet. And you're just like, okay, this isn't going this way, so let me fix this way, And that's just life. That's just how life happens. So you have this idea of something, and then you're like, oh, this is straight bombing. This is not gonna work. And then it's the people who really make statements in their lives are the ones who can say, you know what, this isn't working. Let me shift this. And that's not to say that it doesn't upset them. They're not hurt, or they don't get up, or they're like, oh my God, or they don't have those moments of I fail. For me, it's I deal with it, and then afterwards I'm like, oh my God, But in the moment, I'm just like, okay, I got to keep pushing on. I just got to keep moving.
No, completely.
And that just shows about, what am I trying to say? How resilient, that's the word I'm looking for, how resilient you are in life. When you can because you're going to make mistakes. You're going to, let's be honest, you're going to fail. Sometimes you're just going to fail miserably. It's not going to work out. No matter how well you plan, it's not going to work out. But how resilient you are is going to show how well you take that and keep, as they used to say, I don't even know, like the Timex watch takes a licking and keeps on ticking. Can you get up from that, and can you move forward? And it's not just an entertainment. It's everything. It's just a part of life.
Exactly. Completely.
Yeah, it's just who you are, and that's one thing I try to tell young people. And this is one thing I do that I do think is missing in schools, is that everything in schools is about testing and getting things right and making sure you have the right answer. And young people are so afraid to make mistakes, first of all, and just period, and then in front of their peers or in front of their teachers, they're just so. But that's life. You will make mistakes, and so it's an opportunity you're missing. They're not allowing you the opportunity to practice how to deal with mistakes, how to come back from
Exactly.
things. Yeah, how to come back from things.
Completely, yeah.
So what kind of fan base do you have? Are they younger people? Are they mostly girls? Are they older? Or are you still building that?
I mean, my fan base really, it's pretty mixed, actually. Like, a lot of people enjoy listening to my music sort of like for the beat, sort of the arrangement, and then a lot of people listen to it for the lyrics. And so, a lot of, like, the younger kids love it, and then a lot of, like, people my age especially, that's one of my main goals is when I listen to it, like, I want to make music that's true to me and true to, like, my friends and sort of where they can relate to it. Like, my main goal with music is just to make it all very relatable to everyone, really.
Okay.
I mean, everyone has a story, and so I want to use mine, and, people, it's sort of like a Taylor Swift kind of crowd, It has, like, all of her kind of, sort of like her stories, like she uses her personal experiences, and that's really, like, one of my main goals.
Well, because they're authentic. People can really tell. It's different when you it's the same thing as going to school for being a doctor and being a doctor. You can go and have all the book knowledge you want, but until you experience being a doctor or being a surgeon or whatever that is, all you can talk about is what you think based on what you've learned, the experience is. But when you're talking about, so anybody can talk about, don't bully, but it takes a person who's been bullied to actually tell their story that makes people come out and say, oh, my God, I have this story too, or, I can really relate to that. And the same thing, just like I said, I'm listening to this song about daydreaming, and, oh, my God, I can so remember sitting there and bemoaning the fact that he's with this person, even though I love her too. So, I'm not going to, that all those emotions, especially that at your age, you guys are big balls of emotion. It's just whatever you're feeling in that moment is what you experience. There's usually no before or after. It's just whatever I'm feeling right then, and learning to manage those feelings.
No, it's so true.
Yeah, it is, and that's why I do the work that I do with young people, because a lot of that, a lot of things that get you guys in trouble or get you off track is just simply the fact that you just biologically are emotional, and you can't. I had a guest on here, a Chief Justice of the juvenile court system, and he reminded the audience, or he educated the audience on the fact that the prefrontal cortex, which is the thing in front of their brain that controls emotion, in everybody is not fully developed until they're 25. And so that's the thing in your brain that helps you control your emotions. And so as you're, when you're a teen, you're dealing with hormones, you're dealing with all kinds, you're dealing with relationships, you're dealing with feelings you've never had, either emotional or sexual, or, you're being bullied. All these things are just like, your face is breaking out, your voice is changing, your body. I mean, it's all this crap going on. And,
it's so true,
and to top it all off that, I got to go to school and deal with people, and, it's all of that stuff.
Right.
And it's like, I mean, I'm so impressed with the fact of how well you have it put together. Now, I'm not going to say that you don't have it, you don't have your moments, because I truly believe in
problem.
Problem-free doesn't mean fully prepared. I'm sure there's some areas that you struggle with, and we'll talk about that, because I really would like you to share that. But you, on the most part, you seem to have it together. You're focused. You're you know what you want. You know how to set priorities, and that right there above it. I mean, think about your peers. How many of them even have that much structure in their lives? And because you have the structure, it allows, and that's what people don't understand. When you have the structure, it allows you to do more, because you know, and it's not like planning out every second, but you know what's going to happen. You can anticipate what's going to happen. And then when you have those empty moments, I can stick something in there, or I can just not do anything because I know what's coming next.
Right. No, completely. Yeah, I mean, I really feel like it's really like, it's about growing up. Like, you are going to have your moments. I know I have my moments. And it's just like having like that certain aspect of responsibility to keep everything balanced.
Exactly, and it's about excuse me, just understanding that, again, even if you screw it up, this too shall pass. What did I learn from it? That's what I tell people, young people all the time. I'm like, okay, you screwed that up. That didn't work. So what did you learn? What's the lesson? And once you get the lesson, then next time that comes up, even if you're not conscious of it, you're aware and say, okay, I've been here before. What can I do differently, or something like that? And so you become, the more aware of the things that you do in your life, the better off you are, because then you can make conscious choices instead of things just happening to you and you feeling out of control and and that you have no power, or things are just happening. Oh, everybody, the world is out to get me and all that stuff.
Right.
Well, we're about to take a break and we're gonna play Silence. So after our music break, I'll need you to introduce it. Okay?
Great.
All right.
All right, so this is my song Silence, and Silence is a song that I actually wrote for a movie, and it has sort of like an alternative feel that I really love and have always loved. It's very acoustic. It's just piano and a simple bass track, and it's amazing. I love it so much, and whenever I wrote it, it was about the character. It's a movie called Hello, Herman, and I basically wrote it about the character, but, it's a song that anyone can relate to.
Wintertime, hard to find emotion. Seasons change, we drift away. Who's to blame? Does it hurt to bear the pain and live in shame? Do you hope to find your way and save the day? Silence, silence.
New or unknown music artists, we need you for the show. If you'd like your own mini concert, please send a request for information to realtalkforrealteens@gmail.com. Welcome back to Real Talk for Real Teens, hosted by Kim Creighton. To talk live on the air, call 347-539-5226.
Welcome back, guys. Tonight I'm finishing up with Abi Ann. As I told you, Abi Ann, this time goes by very quickly. I only have like 20 minutes left. So,
wow.
Well, no, I take that back. 10 minutes left. I just looked at it's 8:49 here, so it's 5:49 now. Yeah, we only have like 11 minutes. See, I told you it goes by quickly.
Oh, wow. It does.
So, and we still have to get your last song in. So, tell us, I just want to know, you have all these things that you're doing, and you seem really happy and seem really grounded. What would you like, you're 15, let's say 10 years out, 25, knowing that life changes, but what is your big dream? What would you like, all this hard work you're doing, what do you want it to be about?
Well, really, where I want to see myself in 10 years, is as a successful and established musician. And I want to, of course, I want to continue to travel. But, my goals are, well, of course, one day I want to win a Grammy. There's a lot of things that I have, huge goals that I really am really hoping to accomplish. And, I want to keep doing what I love. I want to keep performing, and I want to have, the music career that I've been working towards. And, I want to be doing that. I want to be traveling. I really want to see myself, more like, growing as an artist, really, like just keep on growing. And as long as I'm growing and as long as I'm going somewhere, then I'll be happy.
Okay. Well, this is for fun. This is what we're about to do. All right. You're in the first row in this beautiful gown at the Grammys. Year 2000, I don't know what it is. And they open the envelope. And they say, and the winner is Abi Ann. And so you run up on stage, you grab your trophy, and what will you say?
Ooh. I think, well, what 15-year-old Abi would say is probably going to be a bit different, but I would definitely thank my entire team, my fans, number one, singularly. They're what I do. They're me. Like, they're what I do. And, they're why I do it. And I would thank my team. I thank God. I thank everyone who has ever bought the albums or anything and supported me in any kind of way. It would be a speech definitely all about gratitude and thanking those around me, definitely.
All right. I'm about to throw you a curve. Now, I don't want you to tell me what you think. I want you off the cuff, because we talked about that, off the cuff. You're at the Oscars, and you have written a song that has been nominated for an Oscar for the best song. Let's say that song is Best of Me, the one that we haven't played yet. Okay?
Okay.
So use your acting skills. And the winner is Abi Ann for Best of Me. You come up on stage, you grab your Oscar, and what are you going to say?
Wow. I'm speechless. This is amazing. I can't thank enough people, honestly. Wow. I wrote this song, like 10 years ago. and it is a song that I am very proud of, and I'm so glad to see it with this much success. So thank you, everyone.
This has been great. In our last few minutes before we go out for you to introduce your last song, what would you like to say in your last closing words?
I would like to say thank you to my fans. Honestly, my fans are my all, and I love all of them, and I wouldn't be where I am today and where I hope to be without them. They're my support and my number ones. So thank all of you guys. I love you so much.
And where can they find your music?
They can find my music. Well, you can go on iTunes. My name is Abi, ABIANN once again. And you can go on my Twitter or my website, which is www.abi.fm. And all of my social media is on there, and all of my music you can find right there.
All right, Abi Ann, thank you so much for being on the show this evening. And so before we leave, we're going to take our last little break, and then I want you to introduce Best of Me, okay?
Great. All right, so Best of Me, the very last song, is one of the songs that I did a little bit of writing on, not as much, but it was brought to me by my amazing producer, Brian Todd, who I've worked with a lot, and he brought this song to me, and I really connected with it. I was so happy as to how, it really related to me, and I can tell that it's going to relate to everyone else, so here's a listen.
Trying hard, but hardly hanging on. I'm seeing the pain, 2 minutes till you're gone. One hand tied until you walk away. One last time, I'm gonna see your face, and I wanna say goodbye. I don't wanna be alone tonight. I don't wanna see your side. You got the best of me. I don't wanna be apart. So every time you take my heart, I promise not to go too far. There's nothing left of me. You got the best of me. Catch my breath before it runs too far. Count the strums of playing my guitar. One hand high until you walk away. One last time, I'm gonna see your face, and I wanna say goodbye. I don't wanna be alone tonight. I don't wanna see your side. You got the best of me. I don't wanna be apart. So every time you take my heart, promise not to go too far. There's nothing left of me. You got the best of me. You got the best of me. And I wanna say goodbye. I don't wanna be alone tonight. I don't wanna see your side. You got the best of me. I don't wanna be apart. So every time you take my heart, promise not to go too far. There's nothing left of me. You got the best of me.
All right, guys. I'd like to say my final goodbye to Abi, and much success,
Thank you
young
so
lady.
much for having me.
I wish you much success, and I look forward to hearing from you in the future.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
All right,
Thanks,
you're very
hon.
welcome. Have a wonderful evening. Goodbye.
You too. Bye.
Thank you for listening, and please join us each and every Thursday from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern for more Real Talk for Real Teens.